All right. I am live. Give me a moment, friends. I'm getting the Wii U properly hooked back up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to play the Wii U. We're going to start there. We're going to start with the Wii U and go from there. Where's my TV remote? There it is. Once again, no eyeballs because I didn't feel like putting them on. I need to get this brought back up so I can see chat in the meantime. Boom. All right. Get that set up. Got the tablet set up. Now on that, because of the little dock thingy. Okay, Kawabanga. TV, down, select my profile, boom, boom. Okay, should we go back to Breath of the Wild? Part of me is like, go ahead and hate myself for a little bit. Okay, so that's actually in there still. Alright, we also need to set Twitch to being Dark Souls Zelda. I don't want the update. I hate the fact that it's gonna do this every time I play the game. Which I totally forgot. I didn't think it would do that. Uh, yeah, because I haven't set up the Wi-Fi. Alright, what am I doing? Oh yes, Twitch. Gotta have it set to BOTW. Breath of the Wild. Saved. Controller. Alright. Alright, let's go. I was gonna start a movie, but I don't know what I want to start. Not even act like I know. Uh, Crikey! Oh, I think I know what I'm gonna put in there. Like, part of me is like, put in Deadpool and Wolverine. Watch that just because I haven't seen that in a while. Surprisingly enough, I keep telling myself I'm gonna have a Deadpool marathon and never do. Alright, if I remember right, I'm just going to the last tower. Alright, let's roll players. Alright, and oh man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say the Wii U wasn't a solid system and a good idea. I think it's marketed it poorly. I mean, though the funny thing is hopefully my dad will be bringing in his Switch tomorrow, and I'm gonna be borrowing that for a little bit so I can play my Switch games. And I'm gonna like one of the first games I'm planning on playing is actually the trying to remember the name of the game. Dragon Quest Builders 2. Stream the truck out of that game just because I love the game. Like that game literally was the like one of those games oop, that I got for the Switch and was surprised that it actually turned out to be pretty good. Like it's basically like a combination of Minecraft and freaking like your standard like Dragon Quest style RPG. It almost plays a lot like Zelda. Uh, hmm. I need that, I guess. No. Climb the wall. That just make it easy. Alright, boom. I hit A, right? Alright. Freaking. But yeah, I'm gonna play that. I don't even remember what all I had for the Switch. My dad was like, I couldn't tell you where my games are for it. I was like, nah, Dad, I still got games for when I had a Switch. Still say it was worth it. A Switch with a cracked digitizer for what was at the time a $200 figure, which is part of the reason why the price went down because I think a lot of people offloaded theirs into the market, which I get, I guess. Me, if I get a freaking rare figure, I'm holding on to that mother trucker. That's me. Hold up. My freaking. I wanted to. Yes, it is. Okay. I'd have been so mad if my mic wasn't working. I gotta think about it. I was like, wait a second. Oh. Will save. Made sure to get a pot of coffee made before going live. Like, it's funny, I'm trying to get my video made for my usual, the bombs. But, for my usual, like, I'm getting ready to go live and whatnot. And I'm like, I've yet to make coffee and I need it. No! Alright, and I can say, we got that one. Nope, nope. This one. Alright, and yeah! That's how we roll my neighborhood. Alright, that's just the regular lights, I think. Yeah. Unfortunately, I see lights like that, and my first thought is to try and see if I can't get anything out of it. Mainly because I may not have played a little bit too much of Oblivion. Speaking of, who saw the release of the photos release of the leaks for the Oblivion remake? And they took all the color out of the game. All the color. Wait, how good of a weapon is it again? I want to see before I go switching. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Gonna have to switch weapons. Definitely gonna have to switch weapons. I'm going to get rid of El Clubber. Be gone, Foul Club. Basher of Skulls. Yeah, that's not what I want to be using right now, though. We're gonna go with just a standard good old-fashioned traveler's sword. That's what I'm talking about. I should not have thrown it. Oh well. Alright. Up the ladder I go. And... Alright. So I'm just gonna... Dang it. Oh, dang it. Close enough. And I expect to run into the spider bot thingies. Oh. And before I do get running over. Yeet! I will gladly take that amber. Alright. Right, lads. Let's get it here. Shrine complete. And now, of course, have to check the controller because I keep forgetting how the buttons are on the Wii U. Oh, whatever. Oh. Yes. I gladly take it now. Let me out of here. Let me taste freedom once more. Still say freaking such a surprise to find out that this was released on the Wii U first. But when you find out that no one really bought the Wii U because they didn't know what it was, the frickin' what you call it? First release of the game, a lot of people didn't buy it. I guess at least that's what I'm guessing. I still need to get Skyward Sword. That is one I want to get though. Okay. Uh. Alright, that's roughly it, I think. Wait, nope, 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 nope. Back. Okay, the Temple of Time. Whatever. I gotta go there before I can get my frickin'... Yeah, you guys have fun with that. I'm not gonna worry about that. Am going to worry about that, though. Come on, get dropped down! Mother trucker, man. Oh, away from that thing do I have to get before it stops locking on me? Those things are why I hate this game. You'll be halfway across the map, next thing you know, you see a laser sight on you. You're like, oh, come on! Oof. it right in the center of my back. That was uncomfortable. Oh. That's how I roll, player. And we get a Keyside ball. That's what's up, player. Gotta trim some bushes around here. This place is looking rough. Like, we're talking. They got. I'm just saying, I couldn't resist. I had an old Zelda head moment. Forgive me. Like, yeah. Wee! I don't know, I should have probably grabbed those lizards, but I'm having fun. I don't. Yep. Oh, man. I wonder. I at least got it. No. No. Alright, I guess. Bows, I actually got a re-equip. But because my bow broke at the most inopportune time, I was only able to get one frog. Oh. Yeah. Definitely need more of those, huh? Okay. Ah. That's all it takes. Little too late. Ah. Ah, well. Fine then. Where? Definitely wants that. That's wants that. Oh, it feels good. That was straight knee poppage right there. Go get the glider. Then come back. Like, don't get me wrong, there are things I don't like about this game. 100%. There are things I do gotta admit that give this game a bit of freaking. Like, best way I can put it, like the climbing, like the freaking. Uh, you could say, I feel like the biggest drawback to the. Uh, whatchamacallit, weapon durability system is the fact that everything is too easily just destroyed. Like you swing, 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 yes, swing, destroy, no. And of course, the king appears. Uh, Alright. Get that. As long as I can make it to this ledge, I'll be alright. But I can get my freaking stamina back up and then keep climbing. Go full 100% Dory. Instead of swimming, though, it's climbing. Just keep climbing, climbing, climbing. Ooh. Alright. I'll allow that just because it's me making sure I'm there.
Well done there, young one. Now then,
You're the
I
ghost of the
was here
king!
to show you who I truly am. I was King Rome Bosphoramus Hyrule. I was
Told
the
you!
last leader of Hyrule,
He had that ghostly
a
energy.
kingdom which no longer exists.
He always seemed to be everywhere he shouldn't be.
The Great Calamity was merciless. It devastated everything in its path, lo, a century ago.
Don't care.
To know Calamity Ganon's true form,
Come
one
on. I just want to get back to playing the game. Make
That
sure.
princess was my own daughter.
Yep. That's
My
all I
dear
need to
son.
make sure of. Alright.
And the courageous knight who protected her right.
Let's go already!
Hmm.
Yay. Can you release me from this never-ending? Thank you. Hey, extra bow. Impa. Owie. Literally me trying to, like, find why I can't freaking glide hitting B like it's A. I'm like, come on, let's jump. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking other direction. Other direction! Think more like Oblivion, not your standard, like, how does it sound? Your standard action games. I do admit that do make life a little bit more simplified around these here parts. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, okay. So that's what was over here. I did find some good things. Oh my goodness. I don't have space in my inventory for it. So, ooh. Why not? Let's get some sleep. Oh, hello. I did not see you pop in, Jameson 2012. I got playing my game. That is my fault, my dude. I got a baked apple. Mm-hmm. The apple of the bakey. Mm-hmm. Tony Torch. Got better shield. Take the Highland Shroom. Uh. Oop. Uh. You know. You know, I bet you I could build something that'd be really hilarious with this thing. By the guy around to do it with. Dang it! Oh well. But right anyway. So hit the little hut. I'm not gonna lie, you'd not believe how much I cheated playing this game on the Switch. I'd use the the ability to you how to put it, tilt the Switch and everything to fine tune. Huh. Alright. Okay. No Archer? Oh, 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 Archer back this way. Archer doesn't know I'm here. Archer about to get a nice little surprise. Like I said, Archer is getting a nice little surprise. Oh, please let me get away with doing it again. Alright. Yeah. That was hilarious. That was a whole lot of just me being a... I may have been being mean to those guys. Just a little bit. It was still hilarious. Hiding behind a box, throwing freaking grenades over, and they're like, "Where is it coming from?" Yeah, where can grenades be coming from? I am completely baffled as to where those blasts did. Oh. Eh. Nice. Freaking arrows. If you do it right, you don't need them. As you see, those guys got quite a shocking disappointment. As they very quickly realized, crap. Mm-hmm. I no we oh you know what? You know what? No. You know what we must do? Oh, you know what we must do? Oop. I'm a simple man with simple needs. And one of those simple needs is to be a douchebag for those things. Yeah, your big plan there was not so much about having success. Um, that was still great. Bink, have fun dealing with bees. What bees? Oh, all right. And now it's time to. Ooh, can I get that? Next thing you know, it's like Wile E. Coyote all over again. Link running down a hill fast because it's a little steep is actually a nice touch. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna sit there and act like it isn't gangster. Boko no gangster. Geronimo! Alright. Hyrule Kingdom, friends! We finally done made it to the big leagues. Yeah, you know that pile turned into a skeleton at night. And if I remember right, Majora's Mask is somewhere in this building. With the when you have the DLC, mind you. Don't ask me how I know that. That's part of the reason why I'm wanting to borrow my dad's freaking Switch. Because I have the DLC. Need to finish the game. I'm thinking about, like, right now I'm playing it on the Wii U just, like, to get myself reacquainted with the game. I mean, to be fair, don't get me wrong, it is a pretty game. I like the pretty colors. What the triggity truck? I did not sign up to fight that thing! Big guy smoking the finest freaking meth. thinking I'm trying about to fight him. I ain't got the equipment for it yet. Literally do not have the equipment for it. And as for him, and him, I'm sure a little bit of, this? Well, not exactly what I wanted, but... My goodness. You've got to be kidding me. He just went... I'm gonna just throw grenades at this dumbass. If I can remember the right button. Come on. That's great. I mean, I may have missed quite a few times. But man, is that not hilarious to watch him get blown up by a freaking series like ding ding. Like no thought in the AI of maybe I should run away. Nah, we got this. You've got to be kidding me. Alright. You wanna play that game? Okay. Wanna play the Pokey game? Bro's messing me up, that's for sure. He had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, oh. Alright. Ah. So I need to find... Oh, there he is. Oh, you anchor! You think you can come around these parts? Being all big and ugly? Alright, I got these blokes to deal with too, also being big and ugly. They're gonna be easy though. Woohoo! Time for some of that tasty cooked food that I stocked up on. 8. Yeah, I'm gonna need it. You know what? Get wrecked. Uh. Me. Grab. I was trying to get out of that thing's way. Thing's slow, but it'll work. But Homeboy is mad, I'll tell you that. Homeboy is mad. Probably because I'm not just going out. Alright. Get out of that big boy! Please wait. You're making a fool of yourself. Just chuck it. And chuck it good. Da 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 da. You must chuck it. And... Ah. Uh. Oop. I just on the tree ranch. Lame! So very lame. Nope. I know there's something you're gonna have to do. Probably gonna have to come back with it. Time stop! Huh. Nope. All accounts. Lame. Alright. So, what are you hiding around here? That was one of those, like, I see a couple metal doors on the ground, huh? Obviously, you're hiding something. Alright. Admittedly, don't think there's any weapons. I think I might have blown them up. Huh. Eh. I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was a good idea. It worked. None of them are giving me any hassles. I just solved my problem quickly, and now I am moving on. I do need that. I do need to know. Oh, somewhere in this area, I guess. Oh, wait, I was on my way to the. No, I got it. Uh, Alright, and let's see. Uh, an acorn. Why not? steamed meat. That's not gonna be useful early on, but we know I got a good meal for later. Give me one quick moment. Give me more coffee. I need coffee, man. Oh. Made me a fresh pot right before going live. Glad to see you two are enjoying the pillows up there. Put pillows under the projector for the cats. And sure enough, they very quickly realize, oh yes, they're for them to lay on, and they are enjoying it. No, no, no. All right. Uh, ha. We'll have to get more meat here soon, friends. Real meat. Also need to get more freaking arrows. Let me stop messing around. So, how about instead of messing around, you make your way to the village where you can get supplies. Yeah, boy. That was a good solid shot. I keep thinking it's just going to auto-enter my inventory. Just run around it. It'll auto-enter. Does not auto-enter. Please wait. I have a blue check mark. Oh, wait. Thank you for your meat, Fox. I need the pickaxe part and get that. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Ooh. Mean... Also, wait. I think the better way of doing it, actually. And I destroyed it. Late! I don't know why I was expecting him to walk in. Don't ask. Alright. Oh, thank you for your ambulance, huh? Alright. Crikey. Whee! I was about to be like, oh no. That one where you're like, oh no, my milkshakes! Alright, come on. Alright, I gotta do this right if I remember right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Not expecting that. Expected to barely make it. Not making it then some. Cool. Cool. Yes, fall to your death. Whoa! Yeah. Oop, wrong one. Yeah, 1 minute. Uh, if I remember right, the only way to get there is you gotta actually be coming off the... Did it once before. Ah. Oop. Think getting out too soon. Oh, you're supposed to be able to make it up. All right. That time there was no saving it. It was like you got to get it just right. I'm gonna do this just in case. I didn't do it good enough. Oh, barely caught that. Oh, ah, you almost had it. And I screw up. Oh well. Ah. Continue. Be like that. I'm still gonna get that freaking... Wait. So let me right there. Please let me right there. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter. It's still gonna load me in like that. Ah. Once again, I'm chalking that one up to the Wii U's controllers cursing me. And ah! Okay, we're gonna leave this shrine until I can have something that makes me lighter. Yeah, we'll go with that. Lighter. Because I don't know if you can come back into a shrine once you've completed it. That's why I'm not trying to complete it. I know you can always come back to a shrine at a later time after entering, but you can't. I don't know if you can. I'm doing alright, bro. How about you? You having a good night there in Scotland? Put my eyeballs on so I can make sure to be able to read. I'm gonna say half the time I get off work, I take my glasses off, and unless I gotta do some reading, I don't have them on. Bro, went to work, came home, then just doing my thing. Freaking, like, when I say it was a good day at work and whatnot, it was a good day at work. I just freaking, best way I can put it, I blitzed through like a good 3, 4 carts myself. I'm just kind of here after that. Glad I'm off tomorrow though. And my dad's gonna be bringing me his Switch. So, uh, I'll be probably streaming some of my Switch games tomorrow. Uh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. But, freaking, I'm thinking, man, like right now I'm playing this on the Wii U, right? Which I hooked this bad boy up because I'm trying to give the Wii U some love. It needs it. It's a freaking uh, console that never really got its chance. Whoa! I've yet to get Space Marine 2. That is, I want that game. I need that game injected into my freaking veins, dude. So need that game injected into my veins. I'm just saying. I hope you caught the secret level on Amazon. Like I had to. I freaking. How dare you, sir? Like Titus being freaking Titus, and it also goes since the secret level's supposed to take place immediately where the game lets off, and you know the internet being the internet. Oh, of course I know how the game ended. Got a lot of clips just in YouTube Shorts as is. Part of the reason why I want to play the game so badly. And then, of course, Leandros' freaking ass. I want to kick him in the nuts, dude. Can't stand Leandros. How the hell does such a bitch-made mother trucker make frickin'... through Space Marine training is beyond me, and then up to chapter head? Come on, man. You know that dude had to be kissing a lot of ass. Yeah. Nice. Bro, I need to play more Dark Tide. I also need to play more. Like, I got Dawn and War 1, 2, and 3, and I need to play more of them. Granted, part of the reason why I don't play so much of 2 is because 2 has like 50 million DLCs I still need to get. Played a bit of Inquisitor, though. Inquisitor was fun. Like, that's one I keep meaning to get back to streaming. Like, or playing and want to stream. Like, but I'm not gonna lie. Part of the reason I'm holding off on that one is I keep meaning to pick up the Sisters of Battle DLC and make a new character as one of the Sisters of Battle because I know it's going to be a broken character. I keep telling myself I'm going to get me some minis, but when I do, I'm going orcs. Oh, bro. Like, when I, sorry, the first Dawn of War I played was actually 3. So when I went back and played 1 and 2 with my buddy, I really, had no clue what to do. Still enjoyed the game, though. Like, freaking. Also played a little bit of the. Oh. Frickin' A. It was the, team one that they had. I think it was like a 40K Battle Crusade or something on Steam. No, I haven't. Like, I didn't even know there were the newest Astartes coming out. I'm gonna have to check it out. Like, alright. So, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm kind of new to the Warhammer fandom. Alright? I caught a freaking. So, a buddy of mine sent me, oddly enough, a buddy of mine who's also from the UK. Alright? Like, he. When I say new, I'm talking like within the past 2, 3 years, I've really gotten into it. Alright? Maybe 4 at the latest. But I'm still like nowhere near. Like if you were to go through my YouTube channel, there's a handful of shorts that are pure like 40K. Because why not? One of them being a dude putting pineapple on pizza and then ranch. And of course, like I'm a firm believer that in just regular old pineapple on pizza, that no player, no. Granted, it's not like I can have pizza these days anyway, so I'm kind of reached that point where I'm like, do whatever you want. I can't have it anymore. But, biggest of the bouteilles, at least, yeah, when I saw the video, uh, the first thing that popped in my head was this is some Xeno-loving, chaos-worshipping propaganda. The God Emperor of Mankind. And I'm going full like yelling it and whatnot. Like God Emperor of Mankind did not get himself entombed on the golden thrones for such heresy, and I command you to desist. Like when I say like I may be new to the fandom, but I do admit Warhammer Warhammer just tickles so many part of that, like, I want to phrase this right. Everything in Warhammer is like that kid in school that had to make everything edgelordy, even if it was already edgelordy. All right, so when I say I don't like pineapple on pizza, there is an exception to this rule. It's not an everything pizza if you don't have pineapples on it. Don't call it an everything pizza if you don't have pineapples, anchovies, and artichokes. I hate artichokes, but if it's not on an everything pizza, I will not eat that everything pizza out of respect to an everything pizza. Granted, it's not like I said, I can eat pizza anymore anyway, but point still stands. Like that I love me my bro, I loved me my pizza. Loved it. Like pizza was one of my like I pizza was a food group on its own, all right? And well, I hit my 30s and all of a sudden pizza and I stopped agreeing with each other. I'm still not fully recovered from that. Like anything tomato I can't have anymore. And like I'm not gonna be one of those people that sit there and be like, well, I can't have this, so I'm gonna take or I shouldn't be eating this, it doesn't agree with me, so I'm gonna take this pill so I can eat it. Nah. Nah. Oh, most definitely, dude. I I am when I say I am missed. Oh, I'm out of arrows anyway. But when I say like I Warhammer just tickled that ridiculous beyond ridiculous. Like I said, it was that kid in school that had to make, even if it's already edgelordy, he had to somehow. Your kid what? Anyway, he had to make it even more edgelordy. I totally forgot you could do that to some trees in this game. It's how long it's been since I've played it. I'm not even gonna act otherwise. And as for you, knock it off. Like, no, I'm still holding up or holding out hope, I should say, for Henry Cavill to get his series, man. I think if given the chance to make a Warhammer series, being the fact that he's a fan, oh, we'll get something truly great, my friend. Truly great. We'll be sitting there like, what? I wasn't ready! I wasn't ready! Especially if he does it right. Uh-huh. Like, dude, he strikes me as the type of guy, I'm not gonna lie about this, that would try to work with Game Workshop with what they have coming out to make sure whatever he's making is fitting within the overarching lore. I mean, he's just because he's an actual fan. Like, it'd be like giving me Batman and saying, all right, we're gonna let you, make a Batman movie or something. I'm going to be like, I'm about to make the most lore accurate Batman I can. I'm just saying. Talking to the guy that, like, to this day, still freaking will bust out the 90s Batman and the. Okay, so I don't really count Rises in the Nolan trilogy. The Nolan trilogy to me is just Batman Begins, Gotham Knights, and Dark Knight Rises. Or not Rises, Dark Knight. Because they just did so like one, I really think freaking this is just me going off on my personal uh fandom, being back I'm a huge comic guy. Like Nolan needed to understand that Batman's bigger than him. Like, there's the only way I can describe it. Batman, like him saying that in a world where, all right, I'm gonna be real with you. The Arkham trilogy is my biggest complaint. All right, my biggest complaint. Arkham Knight was basically Arkham Tank, or Arkham Bat Tank Simulator 5000. I was so disappointed with it. Like it had so much potential, it had so many points where it felt like a good Batman game, and then Arkham Tank Time starts banging head against wall. Please just let me play a Batman game. You know what I mean? Just get frustrated because you're not being able. You're constantly being taken out of the immersion, I should say. Because every time you turn around, you've got to do some Riddler thing that's just straight. You're allowed to love it, dude. Just because I don't like something doesn't mean I'm going to tell somebody else that they got to like what I like, alright? Yeah. I'm kind of a bit of a, like, I like the way Arkham City and Asylum was. I even liked Arkham Origins for what it was. Arkham Knight, I just didn't like. But you are 100% allowed to like Arkham Knight. It is not my job to police what other people like. You like what you like. I like what I like. You will probably say things that I like are pure 100% garbage. And I'll be like, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Because it's true. I mean, sometimes you just have things that you like that you just can't explain why you like. Yeah, they suck. Yeah, they're like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another one of those stone thingies. But, yeah, they suck. Yeah, it's like a bad movie or whatever, or a video game, or something. And you're like, yeah, I love that. A Gotham Knights? Okay. So I really did try to give Gotham Knights a chance, alright? But I gotta ask something when it comes to Gotham Knights, alright? How are you going to and I mean this 100%, how are you going to, like, have 4 different, like, team members, okay? The game is literally set up for 4 players stretching. Or it looks like it's set up for 4 players, I should say. It's got everything that would work for a 4-player co-op superhero experience. We're talking a proper superhero extravaganza. And these blokes decide that they want to instead make it 2-player only. Like 2-player and single player. That is your experience, lads. Enjoy. Me, I'm over here like, you commie dick lickers. I would love to be able to sit here with like 3 of my friends, all of us playing a different member of the Bat family, and then just running around wrecking ish. How can you mess this up? It is a simple concept. 4 characters, 4 players. It's a RPG-esque game. Go to town. You know what I mean? And also, how are you going to have the same company make it and then be like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to tie it to our highly popular Arkham games? Like, I feel like going full Jack, or not Jack, yeah, Jack Black, but the I agree. I agree. What I miss the days when you bought a game, you bought it, you're done. You're done. You don't gotta you don't gotta you know buy some battle pass, buy some like whatever live service BS. Ha! Right, dude. Even when they had like the deluxe edition on Steam for like $4, everything like $4. I didn't bother. Why would I want that game? All right, I still feel highly insulted by the whole thing. Not even playing. Like, and then they're like, oh, well, if you'd given us a chance, we were going to tell you it's clones and this, that, and the other. Even if you're going to do the fact that it was clones, the whole idea of killing the Justice League was not the issue. Everyone understood the plan was the whole, like, point of the game, you're killing the Justice League. That's not what people had a problem with. What people had a problem with was the fact that you were doing it in the most, like, I'd almost say, like, it was purposely meant to be completely disrespectful. And yeah, you could say, well, but it's the Suicide Squad. Okay, one, yes, it's the Suicide Squad. But it does not mean that you just get to be a freaking, I don't even know what you call that with the game, like, and also, like, completely, like, tying it to the Arkhamverse, alright? Let's be honest. Tying it to the Arkhamverse is one of the biggest mistakes that they made with that game. Alright, and I'm gonna explain why. The Arkhamverse was really popular and had a built-in fan base. Yes. But the Arkhamverse also ended on a note that if you're going to bring things back in from that, or dip a toe back into that universe, you got to do it in just the right way, or else people are just going to be mad. They're going to feel cheated. Oh, yeah. 100% that was another part of it that really, like, and I feel like these companies need to learn that just because you make a game doesn't mean the fans have to like it. All right? Like when I say I come from the comic side, all right? Oh, dude. Like, and one of the big things that I really got to stress this, all right? One sec. These guys. Oh, man. Gotta love some Arizona green tea, bro. Gotta love some Arizona green tea. But these guys sit there and be like, oh, well, you're supposed to like our highly obscure virtue signal to our specific built, like, inbuilt group. And comic fans, though, have never been a part of those groups, never been a part of those circles. Like, guys like me back in the 90s were always like, hey, you want to come read comic books? Come read comic books. Like, you want to talk about who your favorite X-Man is, who your favorite member of the Justice League is, who you think should be the, like, who'd be worthy to lift Mjolnir, things like that. All right, fans of all walks of life did not really embrace Black Nick Fury. All right, that was one of those. We kind of accepted it when the movies came out simply because Sam Jackson was a fan and he did a good job. Like, that's the main thing. Hey friends, we got the cheap viewer guys showing up. advertising their stuff that we'll never use. Glad to know those guys still care. I'm starting to think they stopped wanting to hang out with me. But yeah, dude, like the big thing is though, is we were always like make new characters. We didn't like how in the Spawn movie half the cast that was black in the comics was white in the movie. I'm just saying. That's why it took me forever to finally get around to getting a copy of the Spawn movie. Because like the series was good. I'm still trying to find that, but nobody wants to come off their copy of the OG HBO Spawn series. Oh man. That series is great. Ah, Keith David is fun. Ah. Like when I'm talking, like I'm gonna do my best Keith David here. We're talking. When you hear Keith David walk, like just talk as Spawn, you realize this dude is not trekking around. Like I do a horrible Keith David, but he nailed the role of Spawn, bro. If you have not seen the 90s Spawn series, like the HBO cartoon series, it was amazing. Yep, 100%. Like, I don't care what your politics are. I never have. Do you want to read comic books? Do you want to sit, like, when you try to make your characters push some narrative, and that's what I think the biggest problem with like having characters like comics be used for propaganda, it makes the characters talk in ways and do things that they would not normally do. Like and I often cite Miss Marvel, all right? Carol Danvers. When they made her Captain Marvel, I stand by it. They really killed a lot of what made her fun as a character. She was a very endearing character, widely loved, not just viewed at as like, you know, a character that men would, as the leftists say, fantasize about, but a character that we actually loved because she felt like a real person. She didn't feel like a talking like a mouthpiece for an ideology. She felt like a character that you actually were reading the life of. Me too. Well, I mean, take Picard, all right, the series. I'm a Star Trek guy too, so you'll hear me talk a lot about that. If you like, believe me, you will. Star Trek: The Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, even Enterprise, one of the things that they established was we had, in a lot of ways, moved past our vulgarities. We'd grown. Yes, bad things happened. That was never the big central point of Star Trek. Star Trek was always about, like, I guess you could say, literally seeking out new life, new civilizations, and boldly going where no one has gone before. Alright? And I feel like Picard was an opportunity to give the next generation crew, there it is, one last actual exploration. Like, one last actual, like, we're going out seeing planets. They took it, I feel like they took it too much like how the original series movies did. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. All right. George Lucas had a plan for the last three, and they, yep, bro. And then Kathleen Kennedy sits there and goes, "Well, we didn't have years of lore to look back on and to cite and reference." And literally every Star Wars fan immediately pointed to the extended universe. Like, what are you on about, lady? There's an entire extended universe. Books, comics, video games. Like, there's so much lore that you had packed into this franchise that if you'd just kept the extended universe canon, whoop, not what I meant to do. But if you just kept the extended universe canon and like made movies around that, oh my god. Oh my god. Mara Jade would be canon. All right? Mara Jade would be canon. Frickin' Ben Skywalker wouldn't be what we got in the movies with Ben Kenobi or Ben Solo. Frickin' like so many things would not have happened. We would have gotten to see, if I remember right, in the extended universe, Luke actually did successfully set up an enemy. I feel like these are just, oh, we are Star Wars quote unquote fans. No, you're not. The fans, not straight. Yeah, right. Like, never actually stop to think that some of those fans are black, Hispanic, Asian, of all walks of life. Like, no, we're just a bunch of basement dwelling, fat, straight white dudes who are hiding, and just like literally, we all sound like this, and we're like, come on, man, get off our franchises, man. Are you retired? Are you making it a thing that's not? Because, but at the same time, according to you these franchises than we do, and we just don't get it. We don't have a media literacy degree. I swear that's what they think we are. I swear that's what they think we are. Like, ah, swear the whole file. I can't stand that way of being. Yeah, they don't understand, like, fans do often know the lore better than a lot of the people working on the actual uh various, like, whether it be comics, whether it's uh shows. Like, I guarantee you there are guys that have played, for instance, I'm trying to think of a good, like, for the most part, strictly that have played Final Fantasy to the point where they could tell you everything about every game and know, like, each Final Fantasy's independent lore. Like, I don't think anyone does, dude. Alright, let's talk about frickin' The Force Awakens, alright? I think it's what the name of that movie was. Yeah. Alright. It was not that bad until you really sat down and thought about it. If they had just released a solid second movie that wasn't that was more, it did its own thing, but not in the Ruin Johnson kind of way, they would have had, like, and then Carrie Fisher dying? Like, come on! I mean, like, we have, like, no chance to get a proper sequel trilogy because Carrie Fisher died. Like, come on. But freaking Harrison Ford has no interest in returning at all. He wanted to die in Force Awakens, and it would have been fine him dying there if they didn't just take a big diarrhea shit all over fans' expectations with the next two movies. All right, then The Mandalorian seeming like a possible return to form, and it's gone. It was just another. It quickly became garbage too. The Book of Boba Fett. Who wanted that? All right, fans were literally like, please stop desecrating our characters. You were seeing people like, no, 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 no. Like the the one meme with Frank Castle where he just in the room. No, or I don't even know if it's Frank Castle, but like whatever, like the actor played was just in there. No, 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 no. Like that's what fans were doing because they knew another one of their beloved freaking characters was about to be run through the ringer, and sure enough, run through the ringer. Amazing. It's almost like we knew from previous things that we were about to be getting something we didn't really want, and you were going to force it on us anyways. Like, drive me freaking nuts, dude. It drives me nuts. And not in a fun, hey, how you doing, lassie way. More like an testicular torsion way. I'm just saying. Right? Like, everyone's all like, Dave Filoni knows so much about Star Wars. Oh my god, Dave Filoni sucks. Like, I'm like, okay, Dave Filoni, I think the only reason why he did a good job with Star Wars is when he worked for Lucasfilm under George Lucas. I feel like George Lucas was not about to let something that was going like after. All right, I feel like in retrospect, so many people complained about the prequel trilogy. Complained, myself included. All right, felt like it could have been better. And then when they actually saw the sequel trilogy, looked back at the prequel trilogy like we judged you too harshly. Like I feel like we saw how bad Star Wars could be with people who don't care. I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. I didn't care. Like, once again, that's a series that nobody wanted and nobody like asked for. Like, literally, that is. It reminds me of the meme of no one feminists protesting, lifting up, like taking off their shirt. Like that's literally what it felt like. Like literally, positively, absolutely no one. Please stop. And here you go. You could hear fans. I swear, when the the screams of fans being heard through space, when those screams reach other planets, it will be eons from now, and every species will have to contact Earth like, what is going on? Why are we getting your screams all of a sudden? And they will be told tales of the great Disney Star Wars debacle and how fans were made to literally grovel, brag, and scream, no! Disney! Enough! We don't want it anymore! Oh boy! If I tell you you got a choice in any of this? No, you fucking bitch! Or shut up and buy my tickets! The story's mine! Mickey! Oh my god! I'm running action figures! Just please! That's right! Make yourself freaking consumers! I swear that's exactly how that conversation went. Mickey Mouse walking in, slapping the ish out of Kathleen Kennedy, telling her to get her act together. find somebody new to blame, or before she's out. Ah, luckily for me, it is, what time is it? 6:46 in the evening. So it's not quite late, but yeah, no. I'm just saying though, like, am I wrong though? I feel like that's what it is. Everyone's all like, but Josh, you're being so uncaring. You're being so hard. I mean, people work hard on these movies. What about all the grips, the cameraman, and the guy who's behind the camera? What about their jobs? Well, if they're not, like, as bad as it sounds, they're the ones saying to their unions, yeah, I'll take these jobs, not looking to their unions like, please, don't give us another woke film. Please. We want to actually get a bonus on this film, please. Please. We actually like not have to worry about losing our jobs. I'm just saying. Ugh. Yeah, dude. Believe me. One of the things I do miss, like, okay. I miss Germany. Don't get me wrong. I'm from Gutenberg and then Gießen. Like, I lived in freaking Europe, like, up until I was 8. All right. But at the same time, man, I have to say, bro, I'm glad I'm at least awake when most of the shows I watch, like live streams I follow, are going to be on. Like I thought watch a lot of like okay, so like my news guys, like part of the reason why I always go freaking uh I guess you could say end my stream around 7 is because I always catch Timcast IRL. Generally. Like oh you douches. Alright. Oh lame. I got talking and not paying attention to what was going on the screen. That's my fault. But yeah, dude. Uh, hmm? You lost me there. I'm not, because I'm not a. Oh, how did I find it? That's why I was like, wait, UFC fan. Oh, that's two different questions that caught me off guard. Bro, I love Germany, bro. Like, dude, when I say I still have a lot of very European habits, okay. My friends, like back in the day, always found it weird that I would always make sure to bring like beverages and whatnot, or at least something, whenever I went over there. Like, mainly because of the fact that I don't want to phrase this right. My let's see if I can pull this off. Pull it off! Pull it off! Come on! Ah! But I all right. So I still have out in the shed, I think, a box full of VHS tapes, right? And one of them is literally or on it is a tape of me as a kid climbing the walls of Munzenberg Castle. I'm not even playing. Like, dressed as a squire. I died again. I loved it, dude. So much culture, so much history and whatnot. You know what I mean? And as for yeah, I guess you and obviously you being like you said, it sucks being UFC fan because all our fights are a different time zone. All my friends watch them. I've never been one to really watch the fights, man. Believe it or not, like I like martial arts. I'd rather. I'm weird, okay? I like playing football. That's part of the reason why I love freaking history, though, is because of how much history is right there in Europe. Like, I'm not even going to try to say otherwise. Like, when I say uh, it was an experience that I think if you can, every American should get out of the country. Like, actually try to get out and experience what's out there. See, yeah, but at the same time, it's like the main card starting late. From what I understand, if you have good, I don't remember what they call them, but the preliminary fights, and then the main card being a good fight is worth it. Like from what I understand, I'm not gonna act like I completely know, but that's what I've come to gather. Oh, dude, I don't even freaking. I'm not even gonna act like I follow the Super Bowl half the time. Like, I could not tell you who was even playing this past year. Actually, like, I'm not a big freaking. When I say I'm not, I've never been a big football like actually watching it. I love to play it though. Love to play football, man. Man, love to play it. Like, we're talking. You give. So I will grab stuff and like start throwing it like a football. I used to like playing football. I still love playing it, dude. You'll get my 41-year old ass out there playing football any day of the week. Yeah, American football, gridiron football, like real football. Well, okay, real for us. I get it. Y'all call it football, that American football. We call it soccer because we're difficult. I'm not even gonna lie, we're difficult. I, I, but I just don't like watching it. I like, I like playing football. Like it's to me, football was always one of those games where it's good for you. It toughens you up. Like whether you want to believe it or not, it'll toughen you up. You'll literally get more resilient, learn how to make moves more effectively on the fly. And I mean that. If you play football and get even the like slightest bit good at it, you understand how to move quickly, how to dodge, how to do so much. I'm a proud Catholic. But then again, okay, all right, all right. I am very much like, okay, I'm Irish and Scottish, all right? But I was raised by the Irish side of the family. So, of course, Catholic. As silly as that sounds, I'm American, so on and so forth. But I mean, my dad's side of the family really tried their best to keep in touch with roots to Irish side of the family and whatnot. And so we just freaking. I best way to put it though, like I will say I would love to get me a kilt with my family's tartan, but yeah, I'm not spending $1,000. I'm not about to spend $1,000. I'm good. My dad did that. And I looked at him, was like, why? He's like, well, we're one of the oldest clans in Ireland. Of course we have expensive tartan. I'm like, what? That's great. Freaking I find it so funny, young man me, before I really got back in touch with my Catholic faith, didn't really understand anything about St. Patrick's Day. Go to work on St. Patrick's Day, I'm all like, Happy St. Patrick's Day, la da 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 da, being all excited, and then my freaking coworkers are all like, so you're gonna have something to drink tonight? La da da da. I look at them, you do realize that St. Patrick's Day is not about freaking drinking, right? I actually like the opposite. It was funny. Like, it was supposed to be a day of prayer where you just kind of like, you know, ask St. Patrick to pray for you. And yeah, stuff like that. I always find it funny when people be like, Catholics pray to Mary. Like, no, no, we actually ask her to pray for us. Like, the, it's the opposite, it is. Oh, I bet, dude. Well, to be fair, all right. So my buddy from London, one of his friends that I know is from, I can't remember the name of the town. It's one of the ones along the border. All right. So everyone just assumes he's Scottish, myself included when I first met him. I'm not Scottish, I'm fucking English, you get. I just fucking sounded because I live up on the border, you asshole. It was great. Apparently, he's a northern bastard, from what my buddy from London says. It's great. Good to know that, the best way I can put it, you can rest easy. Even here, in, stateside, like, we still keep old rivalries going. I remind my English friend every day, he could have been born perfect like us Irish, but, the Lord determined that he had to be English. Just how it is. Ah, such a tragedy, man. He was almost cool. Almost. But, being English had to mess it up. Had to mess it up, man. Greatest tragedy in life. Let me see. But that was great. Friggin'. And all I gotta say is, no, I'm not apologizing for picking on the English. I never do. They did give us Monty Python, though. Well, I mean, to be fair, Monty Python was kind of like UK in general. Because if I remember right, It had people from like Wales, Scotland. I think the only thing they didn't have was an Irish guy on the group. I straight up think that's the only thing they didn't have in the group. Oh yeah, you have, dude. Are you a Monty Python fan? This is important. Need to know. Like question here. Luminous stone. Like, because if you're not, you wouldn't really. I mean, it's a very esoteric comment that if you don't like, if you haven't watched a lot of Monty Python, you would not understand. But if you've watched a lot of Monty Python, you completely get it. I still want to get to Flying Circus. Like, but once again, that's one of those cases where if you do find it, it's expensive as can be. Like, I have always been, the best way to put it, I'm from down south. I moved, oddly enough, from Germany to down south. You want to talk about a culture shock? Like, I'm not even gonna try to deny it. Like, but at the same time, like, I've lived here so long, I've developed the accent, and if I don't go out of my way to not sound like a redneck, I sound a bit like a redneck. I can still talk fast like a German, though. It's hilarious. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I want to do a German accent, I thought I was the cartoony version first. But if I want to make sure that to show that I really have spent way too much time in Germany, I just actually drop out the more proper subdued German accents where, I mean, there's no real time for humor or jokes or anything. There is only time for what needs to be done. Ugh. Oh, just down south. I'm purposely keeping it kind of vague. Like, not like you can't quickly find out. Like, but I like to keep things somewhat vague. Just because, want to have some mystery about myself. God. Can't be giving away all my secrets. Give away my secrets next thing I want to know. Come here. Come here, you... wrong one. Uh... Come on. Ha! That's what he gets. I do know I'm going to be calling it here in a few. Because it is after 7. Oh, yeah. Like, about to call it. I just freaking wanted to freaking. There we go. Get it. Oh, I can fix that. Bye bye, skeleton arm. Fool. And. Oh, wrong one. Because I'm about to get to my evening news. Relax. Frickin'. Ooh. We're gonna get this here, if I remember right. It's you drop another apple. And then rub. And then I get both apples. Yay! Alright. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and save. But nope. Fortunately, but I'm catching up with my dad in the morning and whatnot. Double save, just be safe. We're gonna get a couple things done. He's also got physical therapy. So that's one of those things I'd like to spend. I'm helping him out and everything. I'd like to hop off a little bit early, you know what I mean? But well, I mean I always hop off at 7, but that's mainly because I got work or I'm doing something the next day because I try to. Right? Yeah. I'm happy I'm off. Freaking, like I said, I'm gonna spend the day doing my thing. It's gonna be great. But with that, I am gonna say thanks for watching. Can I shut this thing off on this end? Haha, I can. But yes, thanks for watching. And as always, for those watching it later, like, subscribe, ring that bell. Follow me on the Twatters at Brainiac420. Follow me everywhere else at a nerd and over 40. And freaking want to make sure I play at night. Bubba Sasquatch or Bubba Squatch? Yeah, Bubba Squatch. I'm going to call you Bubba. But you as well, Bubba. You have a good night. Hopefully you'll be able to catch me tomorrow when I, like I said, go live at 5 every day. And yeah, y'all have fun, and I will catch you fine folks on the flip.